Welcome back to Central News. The Bad Plenty Rugby Steamers are truly steaming ahead in the ITM Cup as they are at the top of the table. It is about time we heard from the coaches, and I managed to have a quick chat with Sean Horan and Paul Feeney before the team boarded the plane to Whangarei for their game against Northland, which is underway right now. Sean, sitting at the top of the table and one of two teams to remain unbeaten, how does that feel for you as a coach?
Yeah, pretty happy obviously. We've started well and along continue. The boys have done a lot of work, so yeah, pretty pleasing.
And Paul, how are the boys about this success?
Well, they're good. They know there's a long way to go. We've only played 4 games and it's great to have a good start. But, we've had similar starts over the last couple of years, and towards the end we've let ourselves down. So, really pleased that we've started well and we are going well, and they know that, but they know there's a long way to go in this competition, and just focused on Thursday night, which is great.
And what are you doing to ensure that they don't start tailing off and that they do continue with the success? They're working hard themselves. I think our professionalism is a lot better this year, and Sean's driven that hard, and especially along with our manager Ross Everest and with Murray Peterson. So behind the scenes, they're doing a lot of extra work, whether it's gym work or speed work, skill work as well, outside the normal training hours, and they're working hard on their recovery. So at the moment, they're doing all those little extras that we need to do. So I think we're travelling along really well. And Sean, how are you ensuring that the guys keep focus of the goal at hand?
We just remind them probably on a daily basis. This is their job, so we're 4-0. At the end of the day, we're just doing our job, and we're doing it well. So we just got to continue building that confidence, making sure they tick the boxes every day, and that they're happy doing that. And for the boys, they want to achieve this year. As Paul said, we're a bit more mature. They're really focused on what they want to get out of the season.
And Paul, you're about to head to Whangarei. What is the plan as the boys enter their 5th matchup, this time against Northland?
Well, we're under no illusion that it's going to be a difficult game. We turned up to play Northland last year in Whangarei with a chance of making the semi-finals, and they rolled us. So, we know how tough they are at home. So we've got to keep mentally focused. We've got a game plan going to that game that we want to carry out, and but we know it's a very difficult game. And one of those games, really, if you're 10% off mentally, you're going to get knocked over. So I think the boys are focused. What happened to us last year, I think, was good for us going into this year's game.
Just another thing to help be prepared.
Oh, definitely.
Now, Sean, how is the team holding up with the quick turnaround between games and the short season?
Yeah, really well. We've been pretty lucky at the moment with injuries. Well, the boys have been pretty positive, so they're not putting the short turnaround as excuses in front of them. They're just blocking those barriers and those sorts of things, and just been really positive towards it. It probably suits us in a way. Rugby players love playing the game. If you ask a rugby player what's the downside of being a professional rugby player, it's training. They all love playing, so that's what they're seeing. So, we're holding together well, as I said, injury-wise, and the boys have just been really positive.
And Paul, the boys have 5 games after this game against Northland before the semis start. Who do you anticipate to be the major challenge?
I think we're just taking it week by week. As I said before, Northland knocked us over last year. Tasman knocked us over last year as well, who were down the table last year, and we were up the top, so near the top. So we know week by week it's hard. We're not targeting anyone in particular. We've just got to keep our feet on the ground and just go week to week and not get ahead of ourselves. We might have a shield challenge last game against Southland, but we can't look that far ahead. We've got a big centenary game against Hawke's Bay, which is really important to the union. That's our celebration of our 100 years. But we can't get focused on those games that are further away. We just got to go week by week and take small steps.
And Sean, in speaking of the centenary celebrations, which are next weekend, what does this mean to you and the team?
It means a lot. 100 years. The boys' jerseys this year have got 1,159 names on it, so they represent those past players every time they turn out. So the Hawke's Bay game is going to be huge. The boys are looking forward to it. Some of the things we're trying to install as tradition in this team, and they're bearing that well, and they're bearing that responsibility, and they're enjoying that. So it's a fantastic thing for the players to be amongst as we are. we're just enjoying the ride.
That's awesome. And how's the community support been for the team so far?
Oh, our community is always pretty strong. You know, these boys get out to the community and we're very in touch with our community. We do a lot of things and they're always really, really positive to helping us succeed. Going as we're going well at the moment, that's always a positive.
Well, thank you so much for meeting with us today at the airport before you shoot off to Whangarei, and all the best for tomorrow night's game.
Cool, thank you.
Cheers. Nice talking to you.
There is no other words to say than go the Steamers. After the break, Jane Kirtley is back to discuss the concerns with the proposed regulation to natural health products.